Hey gang! I'm Fahaam, your financial freedom guru. Let's turn your dreams into billionaire success stories. Let me take you back to a time when dreams were carved out of coal dust and steel rails. A time when poverty wasn't just a phase, it was a lifestyle. And yet, in the midst of that struggle, one man didn't just rise. He soared. He didn't just become wealthy. He became history. This is the story of Andrew Carnegie, the poor Scottish boy who built America's steel empire, became one of the richest men alive, and gave away nearly all his fortune. If you ever doubted that financial freedom is possible, you're about to meet the proof. Andrew Carnegie was born in 1835 in a one-room house in Dunfermline, Scotland. Let that sink in. One room. Not one house. One room. No silver spoons, no bank accounts, no fallback plans. His father was a handloom weaver, and when the Industrial Revolution replaced hand weaving with machines, the Carnegie family was crushed under the weight of poverty. In 1848, with nothing left to lose and dreams too big for their tiny home, they sailed across the ocean to America, landing in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Andrew was only 13. No money. No connections. Just grit. Now here's where the magic begins. Young Andrew took whatever jobs he could find. He worked in a cotton factory for $1.20 a week. He was a bobbin boy, changing spools of thread for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. His hands bled, but his mind burned with ambition. He wasn't just working. He was watching. Learning. Dreaming. Every job, every insult, every hardship was fuel. He moved from factory to telegraph office, becoming a messenger boy. And that's where his eyes really opened. He delivered messages to powerful men, bankers, industrialists, railroad executives. And instead of envying them, he studied them. His break came when he got a job as a telegraph operator at the Pennsylvania Railroad Company. His boss, Thomas Scott, saw something in the young Carnegie, a spark. Scott became his mentor. He taught Andrew about railroads, investing, and most importantly, how to see opportunity where others only saw obstacles. At just 18, Carnegie made his first investment, $500 in Adams Express, a delivery company. That was a small seed. But it grew. He reinvested. Obsessed over numbers. Took risks. Learned from every mistake. He wasn't gambling, he was compounding. He climbed the ranks, started managing operations, and even during the chaos of the Civil War, he found opportunities in logistics and transportation. By his early 30s, he was already a millionaire. But that was just the beginning. Andrew Carnegie realized that America's future was being built, literally. Railroads, bridges, skyscrapers, everything needed steel. But steel was expensive and difficult to make. Enter the Bessemer process, a revolutionary method that could produce steel faster and cheaper. Carnegie didn't invent it, but he perfected it. He created the Carnegie Steel Company, using vertical integration. He controlled everything: mines, railroads, mills, cutting costs and boosting efficiency. By the 1890s, Carnegie Steel was the largest steel company in the world. The bridges of New York, the railroads of the Midwest, the skyscrapers of Chicago, his steel was the skeleton of America. By 1901, he did something few could even imagine. He sold Carnegie Steel to J.P. Morgan for $480 million. Adjusted for inflation, that's over $15 billion today. That made Andrew Carnegie the richest man in the world at the time. Think about that. A poor immigrant boy who couldn't afford shoes became the richest man on earth. But here's where his story becomes truly legendary. Because most people stop at wealth. Carnegie started there. He believed that wealth was not just a reward, it was a responsibility. He once said, "The man who dies rich, dies disgraced." So, he made it his mission to give it all away. Not carelessly. Not with empty charity. But with impact. He funded over 2,500 libraries across the world, because he believed knowledge was the true wealth. He built Carnegie Mellon University. He donated to science, peace, music, and education. He gave over $350 million, over 90% of his fortune, to causes that still benefit us today. His philanthropy wasn't a side note. It was his legacy. But don't get it twisted, this wasn't luck. This was strategy, vision, and sacrifice. He didn't party his wealth away. He didn't flaunt it. He didn't wait for motivation, he moved with purpose. He worked smart, not just hard. He read every day. He surrounded himself with mentors. He took calculated risks. He believed in compound growth. And most importantly, he never let where he started define where he would end. Carnegie's story isn't just about money. It's about mindset. It's about believing that you can climb out of the gutter with nothing but ambition in your heart and fire in your belly. It's about not just building a fortune but building a life that means something. It's about understanding that financial freedom isn't just about what you can buy, it's about what you can become. Imagine waking up every day knowing your decisions shape the future. That's what Carnegie did. He shaped cities, industries, minds, and generations. And yet, he remained humble. He didn't buy yachts and islands. He built schools and knowledge. That's wealth. That's power. That's freedom. And here's the part you need to hear. If Andrew Carnegie could do it, coming from literal poverty, with no social media, no internet, no business school, then you. In today's world, you have no excuse. You've got tools, access, and knowledge he could only dream of. The real question is, do you have the hunger? Do you have the discipline? Will you invest, learn, fail, rise, and repeat until you build your own empire? So whether you're watching this on your phone in a dorm room, or stuck in a 9-to-5 job you hate, or sitting on a business idea you're too scared to start, remember this story. Remember Andrew Carnegie. Let his life light a fire inside you. Because success isn't reserved for the lucky. It's reserved for the relentless. This is what we do at Fahaam's Financial Freedom. We don't just talk about money. We talk about the journey, the legacy, the grind. Because wealth without purpose is just numbers. But wealth with purpose, that's power. That's impact. That's history. So if you're still here, watching, then you've got that spark. Now turn it into a blaze. Don't let your circumstances define you. Let your decisions do that. Study the greats, apply their principles, and rewrite your own story. Andrew Carnegie went from rags to riches to revolutionary. What's stopping you? Smash that like button if this inspired you, comment your favorite part of Carnegie's journey below, and make sure to subscribe. Because I've got more stories like this, stories that don't just teach you how to make money, but how to make meaning. And remember, your future isn't waiting. It's being built, right now.